Today, we're going to review simple yet important words and phrases that are used in almost every single conversation. We're going to talk about 50 ways to start and end a conversation in English. Over the next few minutes, we'll go over the most common greetings and goodbyes, along with when they're used appropriately. We'll go through some casual ways to begin and end a conversation and some more formal ways. You'll find that there are several that can be used in both casual and formal settings. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to correctly work these words and phrases into your conversations today. Thank you for letting us be a part of your goal to become fluent in English. So getting right into it, the first and most common word to say when meeting someone new or someone you're familiar with is hello. You cannot go wrong with hello. In a formal setting, with a friend, a family member, or a complete stranger. You can also say hi in both workplace and casual settings. Another very common, more casual greeting is hey. This is not one I'd recommend starting a business email with, but is commonly used in less formal conversations. You'll often hear people add the word there after all three of these, making them hello there, hi there, or hey there. Adding there is typically done in more casual settings and spoken conversations. It's not as frequent in written English. Adding there is commonly used as a way to make formal conversations less formal. Saying, hi there, just sounds a little more familiar and conversational than simply saying, hi. This pattern of adding words is one you've probably noticed with English. We tend to add extra words that don't always completely change the meaning of what we're saying. For example, saying, no way, instead of just no, or take care now, instead of just take care. Keep watching as we go over how take care is used later in this video. There are also greetings you can use depending on the time of day. It's common in both workplace and casual settings to start a conversation with good morning. This is used in the morning, between waking up and noon or 12 p.m. Good afternoon is used from noon till around 6 p.m. or good evening from 6 p.m. on. You'll notice it's not very common to use good night as a greeting. This is used mostly as a way of saying goodbye. It's common to drop the good from good morning or good afternoon, making them simply morning and afternoon. Both of these shortened versions show a sense of familiarity between you and the person you're greeting. I'd say that afternoon is not used very often, but is something you may hear. When being introduced to someone for the first time in a formal or workplace setting, a polite thing to say is, it's a pleasure to meet you, or I'm pleased to meet you. You'll hear people drop I'm from this, making it simply, pleased to meet you. One could also say, it's nice to meet you, or simply, nice to meet you. These are all excellent ways of starting a conversation in a polite and friendly way. If you're seeing someone you've already met, a common statement is, it's great to see you again. This is often followed by the question, how are you? Or how have you been? All of these acknowledge that you indeed remember this person and are interested in how they're doing, which can help initiate the conversation. Once the greeting has been exchanged, there are a few other common questions to get the conversation flowing, like, how's it going? You could also ask, how are things? Or, what's new? Before we get to the words used to say goodbye, it's useful to review some ways of politely ending a conversation. If you feel that a discussion has run its course or are running out of time, a common way of signaling your intent to end the discussion is to say, I have to get going, or I have to go take care of meeting this client, or some other action. You could also say, I have to head out, or I must be going, or I'm afraid I must be going. In business or social conversations, you can also politely imply an intent to end the conversation by saying, it was great to see you again, or I'm looking forward to seeing you again, or simply, it was nice talking. If you've agreed that something at work is to be done, like a meeting with a client, you can say, I'll follow up with you once I've had a chance to meet with the client, or I'll reach out once I've spoken with the client. Likewise, you'll know that someone is politely indicating that the conversation should end if you hear, I have to go, or I have to take off, I gotta go, I gotta hit the road. Gotta is a very common word used as a short form of got to or have to. You may also hear gotta go or we gotta go. It's important to know that gotta is not grammatically correct and is used mainly in spoken conversations. Once a discussion has ended and you're parting ways, the most common word to use is goodbye. Like hello, goodbye is safe to use in all discussions. You'll also hear the shortened versions. Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye, or bye for now. You could also say take care or take care now. Again, we're just adding a word. You'll notice this is also done with see you soon and see you around. There's the very casual later or take it easy, or the rather formal farewell, which is more common in written English. In business emails, you'll also see kind regards or just regards. Other common email sign-offs are thank you, talk soon, or best wishes. At the end of the day, you can say good night. During the day, you may also hear good day. Be careful when using this, however, as good day. When said with a firm tone of voice, can sound too stern or harsh. As with most greetings and goodbyes, the tone of your voice or even facial expressions communicate feelings or intent. So there you have it, 50 common ways of starting and ending English conversations. If you can think of any that we've missed or find some of these particularly helpful, let us know in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like. It means a lot to us to know that you see value in lessons like these. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see our future content on English fluency. Until next time, keep learning, and we'll talk soon.